Going on, everybody? So this video is going to be a lot of things. This is an update as to where I'm at now, and kind of just an update on the truck. And this is also replying to a couple of stupid comments that I got on the video when I raced the F-150. That, oh, it's not a Vortec if you change the heads, you know, blah, 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 blah. Bullshit. I have pictures when I pulled this out of the wrecked truck. In fact, for people that were asking about the exhaust, it's true dual Flowmaster 40s with long tube headers, 2.5. Anyway, as I was saying, this is a Vortec 350. Look at the bolts on the intake manifold. There's no center bolts, and they're straight up and down. This is a stock truck bottom end, stock truck heads with 155,000 miles on it from a 97 Silverado. All I did was put my headers on it, my Headman 1 7/8 long tubes, and the Holley 600 carburetor. That's it. I didn't change anything internal to the motor. All I did was reseal the bottom end, you know, new oil pan gasket, timing cover gasket, and rear main seal because it was out of the truck, you know. Other than that, I didn't touch it internally. I had no reason to. Here's pictures when I pulled the Vortec engine looks like. As we can see, we had a pretty major oil leak back here at the back at one point. These look to be original spark plug wires. To me, they're still numbered. The cap looks like it was changed at one point, but I'll show you here if I can get the valve cover off. Rocker cover is pretty clean. I'm gonna get a shop vac and clean all that out, obviously, but it's not bad. It's not great, but start playing with nitrous. We'll start playing with nitrous later on in Idaho, so she'll run just fine. But you know, I can't use, well, definitely can't use any of this. But yeah, they didn't include the harness after all or anything else. But this motor definitely hasn't ran in a while because taking a look at the throttle body, pretty black in there. So left a lot of water over the back as well. They took the fan that I needed, but yeah, we won't. I don't think we'll use that water pump anyway, and we definitely won't use this balancer because it is fucked. Oil cooler lines were leaking like they all do. Intake was leaking. This motor was an oil burner for sure. But for $850 or $750 without a core charge, can't really complain too much. But I don't think I'll be able to sell anything off of this because, you know, none of it's in really good shape. So we'll see though. Motor out of the wrecked truck. Pictures of when I put my carburetor on it. When I installed it in the truck, and people say, well, how'd you outrun that F-150 if it only makes 300 horsepower? Well, the F-150 weighs about 6,000 pounds, makes 360 horsepower. This weighs 4,400 and makes about 300. Don't believe me? Here's dyno clips of my truck making 248 horsepower at the tires and 338 foot-pounds of torque. Sounds like I need rear brake shoes. 247.
Give me my money, boy.
240. So I'm not lying when I say that this is a 300 horsepower street truck. Now I know 300 horsepower may not seem like a lot these days, but to me it's a lot. So for a truck that came stock with 210, 300's a lot more. And like I said before, I did not change anything internal to this engine. The stock Vortec 350s make 255 horsepower at the crank with crappy fuel injection and with no cats. with cats. So I mean, with a carburetor, headers, and a decent exhaust system, you know, 300 horsepower is doable. If I cammed it, it'd probably make around 330, 340. And if I really wanted to, I'd pull the heads off, put some aftermarket heads on it, and make even more power. The other part of this video is going to be an exhaust clip, because I know y'all wanted to hear what this thing sounds like. I meant to make a video about it a while back, and it's somewhere in my phone, but I can't find it, so here's the exhaust clips that y'all been asking for. You have it. So true dual Flowmaster 40s with Headman headers sound like. And one more thing I need to say, if you don't have two separate mufflers, it's not true dual. It's just a fact. So as you can see, there's the two mufflers there and there. And then they come out with the headers on the top up front and all the way down. So there you go. But that's all it's changed really on this truck. And then there's this one. Now, last time you guys saw this thing was in an exhaust clip, and that was probably at its darkest hour. Moments after that video was recorded, the already built 4L60E blew up, pulling that F-150 that was previously mentioned. So, I haven't done too much to this one, except I did color match the front end, which I gotta admit, it turned out all right. I'm not impressed with it, but yeah, so that's all that's changed on Frostbite, and Black Lightning's about the same. So y'all stay tuned for more, and like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more, y'all. Later.